first and 10. Mitchell. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Mitchell on first and 10.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 46. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Back to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Johnson.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Looking to throw. Mitchell. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Shake free for about 7 up to the 35. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Now Aikman. This will be caught by Brown. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Now Aikman looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this will pin them back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On 2nd down, here's Smith again.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Aikman. Going right side. He has Witten. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, it's Aikman. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Smith. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. On play action, Aikman. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. From the gun on 3rd down is Aikman. A solid stiff arm. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now it's Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And fight through one tackle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Cards are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
A run with a fullback. It's Ben Mason.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
Over the middle here to Brown. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Looking to throw again here, Aikman.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Aikman on 3rd down, and the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hiccups. It also leads to a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Aikman, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mitchell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Mitchell.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw caught there by Crumpler. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mitchell. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Vincent Smith, a touchdown reception. From there, we fly east to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. John Wolford, over 300 yards through the air with a touchdown pass as well. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard, just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Gets around him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the run, it's Smith. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Aikman will throw. Complete to Bryant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff to Smith. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Aikman. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Aikman staring at 3rd and 2. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Second and 11 now. Operating from the gun. Mitchell. He goes underneath for Anderson. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now a handoff. Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And Sanders now to return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this 3rd quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when
he
we
got
were kids?
The orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom,
There's
wasn't there?
always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. All right, they wanted the carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the Surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Aikman setting to throw it. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Smith. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Aikman. He's got Smith here. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
third down. Johnson.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as he'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down now, it's Smith. Oh, he shifts past him and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down, here's Aikman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
And the Cardinals are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's Mitchell on first down. 35, good for a gain of 5. To throw is Mitchell. Looking to throw on second down. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Mitchell now from the gun on third down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. On second down, Aikman. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Smith. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On first down, Smith stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Bryant has it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Don't you do that.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, let's call that a less than ideal play on 1st down.
No doubt about that one, because that was a situation of just digging a deeper and deeper hole for himself. And it ended up a big-time loss.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Smith. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Smith. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Cowboys look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down by 2 touchdowns. And time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Mitchell throwing on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cowboys sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun, it's Aikman. And Bryant has got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now Mitchell on 1st and 10. Oh, strip! The ball comes out, and the Cowboys have recovered.
With that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. and they are in an absolutely golden spot. It's 1st and goal following the fumble return.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on 1st down. Mitchell. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice. So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one. So for the Cowboys, they finish off a perfect regular season, 17-0. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they were unable to find a second victory as they finish off a woeful and very tough 1-16 campaign. And you have to imagine that there will be some big-time house cleaning to do, possibly starting as early as tomorrow morning. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.